The Courts of Chaos, the game that keeps the void at bay. Before there was light, before there was time, there was the nothing, the eternal stillness we call the void. Out of that nothing rose the first gods of order, architects of pattern, symmetry, perfection. Their pride blazed as bright as stars in those days. They thought they were the first of all things, that they would bring about perfect worlds of creation. Among them, one shone brightest. He had another name, but it has been lost even by himself. These days he is called many things. He has as many names as there are stars. His most popular name throughout the many realms is the Fool, not for ignorance, but for faith. Faith that flawless worlds could be built and last forever. But then, the Fool looked deeper into reality and found his undoing. He traveled into the dark places his fellow gods' light could not reach. He found resistance to their perfection, to a darkness they did not create. He found the void. He entered the void and saw what dwelled there. The old ones, beings without beginning or end. They did not live. They did not die. They simply were. And in that moment, the most powerful of the new lords of order and perfection mind broke. This once perfect God of creation, who believed only he was the way, and the light found all his ideas, powers, and sense of identity, were wrong and delusional. The revelation shattered him. If the old ones could never end, then all ordered things were doomed to fade. Perfection meant nothing, and nothing meant death. The Fool's divine mind splintered into infinite possibilities. Where once he saw a single straight line, now he saw a deck of choices, each card a different way reality could unfold. He laughed, and from that laughter, chaos was born. He renounced the great throne of order and wandered to the other side of creation, to the deepest place where the light of their perfection had not reached yet, but one day would. He rested here, lost in his new revelations and the madness it brought. He became the first of a new kind, a god who would rather play than rule. From the shards of his broken perfection, the Fool crafted 21 reflections, the Chaos Gods, each one a living principle of contradiction. They are not demons, not angels, but the variables that keep existence in motion. War and peace, creation and ruin, love and betrayal, all endlessly reshuffling. Everything had the same level of value. Together they are called the Courts of Chaos. Individually, they are the major arcana, the magician, the tower, the devil, the star, and they rule a realm born from the Fool's laughter. The Chaos Realms. Their purpose is not conquest. It is continuance, to keep the game alive so the old ones never wake. The Chaos Realm is not heaven or hell. It is motion given shape, continents that breathe, rivers that flow backward, skies painted anew each heartbeat. Mortals call it the shattered dream or the delirium. The gods call it the Kaleidothrone, for at its center spins a throne made of shifting light, where no form stays true. From here the courts watch every realm, their laughter rippling through creation like the pulse of time itself. The Fool taught his children a single rule. Never let the game end. Order seeks one perfect state. Chaos ensures the board is never solved. Every birth, every death, every storm or miracle is a card drawn from their endless deck. Sometimes the draw favors beauty, sometimes despair. But as long as cards are drawn, the void stays silent. Across eternity stand the Lords of Order, the remnants of the Fool's first kin, still building their crystalline utopias. They believe that their perfect can and will overcome every challenge, including the old ones. The Fool believes they are wrong. They dream of the final pattern, a universe locked into one flawless design, where nothing changes and nothing dies. They call chaos a corruption. The courts call it a necessity. Between them lies an endless cold war, order tightening, chaos loosening, each preventing the other from collapsing existence. Yet even chaos needs a rule keeper. When the court's feuds grow too close to total war, a figure walks the realms, the Joker, the eternal card. Neither god nor servant, he is the echo of the Fool's sanity, the living reminder of the first joke. Chaos must play, it must never win. The Joker settles divine disputes through riddles, games, and irony. His victories rewrite reality, his defeats rewrite memory. He alone can kill a chaos god. Beneath the arcana move the four courts, the mortal extensions of chaos. Each chaos god has a court or small part of the greater realm that embodies the duality of their card's nature. These realms are population by their worshippers and the beings and guardians of those courts. Each court has armies from the four courts of guardians to fight for them or their agendas. They are swords, war and blood, warriors who turn battle into art, cups, emotion and magic, dream sorcerers who weave chaos into desire, wands, deception and change, agents of illusion and invention, pentacles, matter and flesh, engineers who rebuild the world each time it breaks. Each chaos god has their champions called the Jester Knights, mortal avatars who carry the laughter of the gods into the realms of men. The void is eternal. It cannot die. It only waits. The old ones within it do not hate or love. They simply follow their natures. If order ever triumphs completely, a singular perfection will rule all the realms. All realms fear the old ones awakening fully to claim their first home. Only chaos, unpredictable and alive, keeps the universe vibrating fast enough to stay the awakening of the old ones in the void. The fool's madness became salvation. The chaos gods plot and deceive, sometimes aiding mortals, sometimes undoing them, never from cruelty, only to keep the pieces moving. They will never unite, for unity would end the game. They will never destroy one another, for that could awaken the old ones. Their laughter is the heartbeat of creation, terrible, necessary, and eternal. When asked why he laughs, the fool once answered, "Because silence is the sound of the void." That is the first joke, the reason chaos exists. Not to win, not to rule, but to keep the music playing. So when storms rage, when plans fail, when chance saves a life or ends one, that is not evil. It is not mercy. It is the shuffle of the deck, the sound of a god still laughing in the dark. This is the courts of chaos, the madness that protects us from nothingness. And somewhere, the fool is still drawing the next card.